check. Sign out like a star, no new name. All these threats in my DMs, no message back. I just see the market. I'm hooked and I'm reeling. Then throwing back when completely. I'm a snake on this lane. I'm speeding my poison. The train will land with your homie. No pain, we dripping in venom, so baby. I'm a VIP. All these chicas, all these mamas begging me for affection. But just like C. Darwin, I live for natural selection. Never hugs or connections, I just constrict and reject them. I make my snake hole transactions, eject my papers and stack them. All these words in my DMs, no message back. I just see the market. I'm hooked and I reel and then throwing back when completed. I'm a snake on this lane, I'm speeding my poison. The train will land with your homie. The pain, we dripping in venom, so baby. I'm a VIP.
can hurt you like you hurt me too. Me too. We're letting go, drifting apart. We're letting go, drifting apart. I can hurt you like you hurt me too. Me too. We're letting go, drifting apart. We're letting go, drifting We're letting go, drifting apart. I can hurt you like you hurt me too. Me too. We're letting go, drifting apart. We're letting go, drifting apart. I can hurt you like you hurt me too. Me too. We're letting go, drifting apart. We're letting go, drifting apart. I can hurt you like you hurt me too. Me too. We're letting go, drifting apart. We're letting go, drifting We're letting go, drifting I can hurt you like you hurt me too. Me too. We're letting go.
There we go, we've got a mic now. What's going on, people? Welcome!
Well, not Laymen Live, sorry. EA Live. EA Play Live.
Our favourite publisher
2020.
putting on a show for us. Thank you very much for being here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not sure how these volume levels are. Let us know if that music in the background is a bit too loud. Hello and welcome. Special welcome to Jake Baldino, who's in the chat right now from Game Rats. Did I say Game Rats? I said Game Rats right
Wow, Game Rats.
Game Rats,
That's
guys.
a Freudian slip. What does Ralph actually think of Game Rats now? Interesting.
Game Rats, guys. Go check out Game Rats. Very good review people, okay?
I wonder if there's an actual channel called Game Rats.
There needs to be. There needs to be.
Well, a lot of stuff that's going to be coming today from the EA Play Live.
But first, we have bigger news to talk about, okay?
Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed to November... What? November what?
19th.
19th.
So, if you haven't heard, sad news in many respects, but also, you know, we understand. I'm going to read their statement to you.
That's
just
a long
to make
statement.
Sure. It is a long statement.
Why don't we just wrap it up for them? It's like a 2-minute read.
It is, but like I feel like they put a lot of work into this statement, and you can tell they really, you know, they feel bad about the delay. So I'm going to read it out to you very quickly, okay? I was just trying to make sure this music is okay. Yeah, well, it looks like it's all right. Game Rats, don't forget that, okay?
Game Rats, check them out.
Game Rats, check out Game Rats. Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red says we've decided to move this launch of Cyberpunk 2077 from September 17th to November 19th. Those of you who are familiar with the way we make games know that we won't ship something which is not ready when it's done. It's not a phrase we say because it sounds right. It's something we live by, even when we know we'll all take heat for it. I'm going to turn it this way so I can read it better. At the same time, we're fully aware that making such a decision costs us your trust, and trading trust for additional time is one of the hardest decisions a game developer can make. And despite we think it's the right decision for the game, we'd still like to apologize for making you wait longer. Our intention is to make Cyberpunk 2077 something that will stay with you for years to come. In the end, you will understand why we did what we did. So, yes, they did go on to say that the game is finished in terms of content, so everything's done. All the stuff is in the game.
It's just a bug fixing.
It's just a bug fixing thing right now. So, you know, that's good. And then the last thing they said is this week, journalists from all over the world are starting to independently play the game.
Interesting.
Wouldn't you love to be one of those people?
I would love to be one of those people.
I would love to be one of those people. So. Good, those people. Good on them.
Very lucky, and they must be very respectable people if they are invited to those events.
If they are invited, then yes, I agree with that. So we are eager and quite stressed to hear the opinions of these people as we see your reactions when they publish their previews right after we air Night City Wire on the 25th of June. We hope this will satisfy some of your hunger for the game as we work to polish it for the November launch. Get it? Even they make the Polish joke.
This is audible. Okay, thank you, Ralph, for that. We don't need to hear any more reading of a gigantic statement. Now,
thank you.
That is kind of good, I guess. First thing I want to say is, do they have another... Hey guys, we're going to be delaying it even more. I don't think they have another shot to fire in terms of a delay shot. It kind of feels like any more than that, people are going to start being like, oh, come on now, when is this game coming out?
I mean...
But I understand. No, I get it. Like, I get it. They want to put the best product forward, and I'm all for that. Like, everyone in the entire community is all for it.
Yeah.
I just hope we don't see another, press release saying it's been delayed more, because that's going to start wearing, I think, on the audience. Like, there's only so many times I think you can announce a delay. That's what I'm saying.
I just think it's almost impossible they will delay this again after this.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
we got not because of that, but because we're getting into Christmas, and like you have to have your game out in November. It's November 19th. You're really getting to the business end of things. November 19th is pretty much the last date a major game gets released. Major games don't get released in December, generally speaking. It's always November. You're cutting right to the edge of November there. So I reckon this is it, man. Lock it in. Shigeru Miyamoto quote right there. A delayed game is something,
that's right.
But the other one is the other thing. That's exactly what he said, man, verbatim. That's the Shigeru Miyamoto quote.
Exactly. Well, if he said it in English, probably, who knows.
He also said it in English.
Yeah, that's probably what he said in English. Anyway, so, okay, let's talk about what we're actually here for today.
Yes.
Now, what are we expecting? Now, we were saying before we jumped on, I said, we're going to see some Anthem 2.0. But you actually pointed out that they have come out recently and said, look, we're actually in like the pre-development idea brainstorming phase, pretty much. They're not even sure what they're putting forth yet. And if they are now sure, I highly doubt we're going to see anything in the way of a trailer actually for that.
Yeah, I think it's basically impossible we'll see anything from Anthem. Oh, fingers crossed we don't, because if they get a panel of people up to talk about it, remember how they did that
With
like
Avengers?
No, with Anthem, the year the year before it was coming out. They were doing their show, and they just got all these people up onto the stage, and they just had concept art in the background, and they were just talking. Do you remember that?
I remember I remember they showed the trailer of it, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, they did, and it was like, why are you showing this to us? This is so boring. We don't want to hear this bullshit talk. Show us the game. And anyway, so look, fingers crossed we don't hear anything about Anthem. That team is a small team of 30 people working on the design phases. They say that very early on. Fingers crossed we don't hear anything, because I don't want to hear a roundtable discussion about their early thoughts on how to fix their broken game.
Yeah.
That does not interest me.
Look, I think there is going to be a time for that, and I feel like maybe next year we'll really start seeing something crystallized. But look, they may just in passing say, guys, we are working on Anthem, just, watch this space kind of thing. We are going to see some things, I'm sure, about Squadrons today. We're going to see some gameplay, I'm guessing. I highly doubt that they would show a cinematic trailer a week before and then have nothing now. That's definitely going to be on the cards.
They did actually confirm there's going to be gameplay, so that's definitely happening.
Cool.
And just if you missed Squadrons, we did a video on it just this morning, actually. Very looking forward to that title.
Very looking forward to
I know it's
this.
uncool to be excited about EA games. We get it. We
It's
know.
different with Wars Squadrons. There's there's the nostalgia to it. GameCube, baby. That was like one of the best games I think I've ever played in Star Wars, in terms of you feel like Star Wars,
You should work for IGN, Sam.
I feel like
I
I should work for
really feel
IGN.
like your reviews make me feel
Too
like
much
reviews.
space. 7 out of 10.
That's right. Too much space.
No, I think that there is something
Too
about
much space. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10, of course.
Right.
I do think that they just did it right back in the GameCube days, so I want to see them do it right again. And look, we have seen the proven track record of people loved Star Wars Battlefront 2's dogfighting and all this kind of stuff.
Sure.
I didn't love the flying mechanics of that.
Loved them.
A lot of people did, so they are onto something good there. So
For sure.
I want to see more of that. What else are we going to see today? We're going to see the FIFA. We're going to see the garbage, casual stuff. We are going to see that.
Garbage casual
And
stuff.
we are though. Like, I know I'm a casual, but I know that there's some garbage tier stuff that they're going to throw in. Like FIFA 2022. Sorry, FIFA 2021. Oh, guys, sorry, the logo still says 2020. We're going to fix that, man. Don't worry, okay?
Okay, look, I have no interest in these games at all, because I think they're just loot box simulators. But look, I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people do tune into these events. Sports fans tune into these events to see the latest updates to FIFA and Madden and all that shit. So, all power to you. This is not going to be the show that you should be tuning into if you want deep dives into, like, the new sweat mechanics on the gloves that they have and the textures and the No, I don't care. Not care at all, okay? Dragon Age. That is what I'm generally interested in. Like, extremely interested.
Are we sure we're seeing anything for that?
I don't know that we will see anything. I think we probably will, though. I think we'll see something.
Yep.
I think we'll see at least a cinematic trailer, because they did a teaser reveal last year. It feels like now is the time. It's ripe for something in the Dragon Age universe.
Yeah. Speaking about remasters or whatever, I don't know, that's a hard
Are we
shit
jumping
there.
straight off Dragon Age and you're just going somewhere else straight away?
Oh, I was thinking...
There's a good 3 minutes of bants to be had about Dragon Age, Sam. You just jumping straight over them.
Well, I haven't really played Dragon Age before, that's the thing.
Have you not
So,
played any of them?
No.
Man.
See, this is what happens when you're a casual, everyone. No, but I was
You
going to
should
say...
start with Dragon Age 2, because that's the best one.
Oh, is it?
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure,
Everyone knows that Dragon Age 2 is the best of them.
What I was going to say is Command & Conquer was a great remaster. Everyone was really thoroughly impressed with it. I hope to see another remaster announcement today. That's where I was going with that.
Of what?
Fight Night Round 3, baby!
Oh my
Fight Night Round
god!
3! Come on, man. We know you want to see it.
I'm taking applications for a new host. Someone who's played some games would be
Yes.
helpful.
Yes.
And that was it. Who's played
Someone that can put a sentence together.
more than just Smash, Overwatch, and Fight Night, okay?
That's man.
Please.
And Switch games. You see that meme? Someone was like... you saw that?
I didn't see that.
You know, the...
Where someone announces a Switch port?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, that is so you.
It was very
So anyway, look, Dragon Age is something that, coming back to a real game as opposed to Sam's ridiculous Fight Night remaster garbage.
Fight Night knows it's great. Anyway,
Dragon Age 4, a huge amount of hype and excitement behind that. It's a real sort of like, it's a real test for BioWare, because if Dragon Age 4 bombs, you would have had Mass Effect Andromeda, you would have had Anthem, and then you would have had Dragon Age. And at that point, BioWare is done. I'm sorry, but it is. Like, it just is. You know, it's if they can't land this correctly, then there's just no hope for this studio. A studio of this size has to, like, you know, earn its keep, so to speak. And if they're not able to deliver on Dragon Age, there's just no way BioWare's coming back. So very high stakes for them on that.
I can't think of a company. Well, of course, there's plenty actually that have kind of fallen so hard, but they were like really respected late 2000s and all that kind of stuff. And it's
Baldur's Gate 2, man, one of the best games ever made. Dragon Age
Yeah.
Origins, just one of my favorite games. Mass Effect trilogy, man, it's incredible. So
Exactly. Did they do the original KOTOR?
yeah,
They did, didn't
Yeah,
they? Yeah,
of
they
course.
were. I mean, exactly. Like they were a massive.
Jade Empire.
They did Jade Empire. That was a great game too.
Yep, sure.
See, I have played that one, everybody.
Yep.
But it is interesting to see. All it takes is 2 or 3 consecutive titles, and everyone's like, "No, I don't know about you guys anymore."
That's
You
right.
know? But
That's
anyway, we'll
exactly
see what happens. Skate 4. I'm seeing that in the chat.
Skate 4's not going to happen.
It's not,
man.
and I think they've even come out and said
I think
there's
they've
no
said
develop-
that, yeah.
I think they've actually said there's no development plans for Skate 4. We are seeing Tony Hawk come out. Of course, it's not EA, but that's kind of cool. And what's Skate XL or something? What's the other one?
That's a different.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's-
that market is already being filled now, I think.
Sure.
And I'm not even sure if these development houses like talk with each other. Like, I wonder if they're like, "Hey, we're thinking of doing a skateboarding game. You guys do
Like
it?"
cartel behavior.
And they're like, "Yeah, actually, we're doing a skateboarding game. So you probably shouldn't do it."
like us and Yong, like, hey,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
going to do a video on this thing.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I won't do a video on that. 5 minutes later, Yong's thumbnail pops up. Like, damn you, Yong!
Yeah, of course.
Beat us again.
No, but like that's a legitimate question. I wonder if there's some sort of like communication so 2 studios aren't making like the same type of game. Well, Ghost of Tsushima came out and is coming out, and Sekiro, but that's 2 different
It's
things.
so different.
So different.
Tsushima looks like the Assassin's Creed that
Yes.
we've wanted in
Yes.
Japan forever, but never got.
Yes.
And then Sucker Punch is like, look, we'll do it then, okay?
Yeah.
Ubisoft, you focus on making Breakpoint 2, okay? That's what they said.
What else is there on the cards for
Oh,
them?
Battlefield is the other big one. Now, I actually am not close enough to Battlefield to know if we can expect anything this time around. I'm totally guessing. I know it's in development. I know the entirety of DICE is working on the next Battlefield. I know it's set in the modern era. That's been rumored/confirmed.
Yep.
I don't know though if we're going to see any reveal at this show. I don't know how far along it is in development. I remember hearing it was out in 2021 though.
I did see something.
So I mean that's next year. They've got to start building their hype train. You know.
Look, I would think at least we were going to see the Skyrim trailer today in terms of just some scenery and then a logo for Battlefield. No,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to see a Skyrim trailer from the EA show.
I mean,
the
I
EA
mean
is
the-
finally remastering Skyrim for EA.
I mean
right?
the way that they Elder Scrolls 6. That's
You
what
can
I
now
mean.
play Skyrim on Origin, right? That's
You
the
guys know what I
remaster.
mean?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
they
the
show
remaster.
some fields, some Battlefield thing,
Sure.
and then they show the logo.
Look, guys, we've got 6,500 people here right now. We very
Oh!
much appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Huge numbers. Thank you very much for being here. If you're new to the show, make sure you hit subscribe. We are the Laymen. We talk about the video games. We're not quite as good as the Game Rats, but we're pretty good.
Game Rats.
The Game Rats.
Jake Baldino.
Jake Baldino from Game Rats. I hope you guys know that how much we love Jake.
That's
by the
all right.
way.
It's
And we're
all good.
totally
We actually
joking.
do, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Jake is actually...
He's a good dude.
He's pretty much the nicest person in the industry. So, all right, guys. We also
Nicer than
got...
Yong? What do you mean? Come on now.
We also
Alright, let's do
got
some chats.
we got some super chats as well. There's actually a
a lot of members.
Okay, there's a lot of new
Big
members,
chat.
and I'm just going to give a quick shout out to Colin and Tom, Chase, Prismo, Robert, Liam, Poiter, and Duprees. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
we're not going to be doing the shout out super chats for this show because we need to keep it focused on the games and we don't want to interrupt the show with those. But we do appreciate the super chats. We do read them when we get to them. But as I said, we're 3 minutes away from going live now on this.
How many is there now? Maybe we can get through because I do want to try and
There's
see.
a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. So, guys, we really do appreciate them.
We do appreciate them.
But
though,
as I said, we just
yeah.
need to keep a focus on the games because everyone here is tuned in to see EA stuff.
Maybe
not
after
us-
the show, because we're going to do like a what we thought of the show.
Sure.
We'll try and get to some of them then.
Yes.
Um,
But we do appreciate you guys very much. So look, we're 3 minutes out now. We're going to cut over to the other view when the time comes and this cuts and this
Is that
goes
all
live.
ready to go?
It's all ready to go. Fingers crossed, so long as I've got my sound levels correct, and that's it. Sam, do you want to see a new Need for Speed game?
I mean, I love that shit. What was the one where you could like? It was an RPG.
Underground.
Underground, wasn't it?
That was good shit.
That was great.
I don't think we're going to see a new Need for
Was
Speed.
that GameCube?
I think it
thought
was,
it was
in that
GameCube.
era. So I don't really remember what came out on what anymore. Those are
I know
distant
it's all
memories.
big mush, isn't it?
Are there any other... I did see Hawkmoon is coming back, by the way. I saw Dato's thumbnail. It's very exciting. It's a Destiny gun, so...
Oh, I mean,
the answer is always Hawkmoon, okay? Just remember that, guys.
Just trying to think, what else can we possibly be seeing today?
I
I think that's like
Well, I guess then we start getting into like the random surprise territory. Like I'm sure EA has little time. Oh, I know. Joseph Fares is I think his name.
Of
The
course,
fuck you, the
Yeah,
Oscars guy from the Game Awards show.
course.
He is unveiling his next game. A Way Out was very good.
I thought it was fine. It was a Shawshank remake.
It was a Shawshank remake.
Very much a Shawshank.
That you could play co-op with someone. Sam and I played it.
We
and
were
had a good
blown away by like how many times it was just trying to like
Yes.
shove in your face that this is a Shawshank reference.
It is.
It was still very good.
Yeah.
And I think it was a success. From what we saw, it sold well.
It did.
And it was a very pro-developer structure that EA put forward, where the developer gets a lot of that money back. And it gave, EA good guy EA street cred. So I think that was good, and they've obviously want to continue that.
Sure.
What is this game going to be, though? I mean, it's not going to
No,
be
it could be anything because he makes entirely different
a way
games.
in. Okay, I'm trying to get the ladies.
It's a very different game. That's Super Seducer 3.
Yes.
A Way In, right? That's
I would
what
like
it's called.
to see that. Okay.
The other thing I guess that we haven't spoken about is Apex Legends. We can definitely expect to see something on that.
Yeah.
I think they unveiled their last season just recently, so I'm not sure it's going to be kind of a seasonal announcement, but maybe there's some big update coming in the future that they'll talk about. Respawn continues to do amazing work with that, so all power to them. Keep going with it. That's great. I don't think we're going to see anything on Jedi Fallen Order 2 yet.
Well, no,
That's still a ways off.
That came out. Well, I mean, that did come out 8 months ago now, whatever. But
Yeah.
still, it's not enough time.
Sure.
Maybe we will just see something in general with something with Star Wars, because they've made it clear now that they're winding down Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
So their team is obviously.
Oh, here we go. We're good.
Oh,
We got 2 minutes, guys. We're going to cut over to this
2
now.
minutes.
and
That's
we'll
all we
see-
need, baby.
I want to see the levels. So let's just pause this. I want to get our sound levels right.
That's enough, isn't it? Kind of.
Okay, cool. Hey, I like this music. It's not bad.
Not bad. Good song. Alright.
So
Let's make that full screwed.
there we go, guys. That's it. So we've got 138. We'll jack the volume a bit when we get up to it. What were we talking about?
We were
Star
talking
Wars
about-
and Battlefront, and they're moving on from it
That's
because
right.
all of DICE is going to move to the thing, and we know what Motive's working on because it's Squadrons.
Yeah.
And as I said, there's always going to be some little developers that we don't know about. There's going to be the whole indie publishing thing that they've done. Like they had that Fee game, or it was Fi, or whatever. Remember that little dude who's like Unravel, I think it was. So no, there was actually 2 games. One of them was called Unravel. no, there was a little dude. He was like, he looked like Sackboy, but he wasn't. He was made out of thread.
Yeah,
Remember
Unraveled.
him?
Unraveled 2.
Unraveled, yeah. And then there was one called like Fee or something, or I don't know, something like that.
We report. You decide.
You decipher.
yeah.
So
Very true. Nearly 7,500 people in now, guys. Come on, we love you. Thank you very much.
Mirror's Edge. No, there's no way that's ever going to come
Look,
back.
that is something.
It'll never come back. Trust me.
Look, they can't do that in VR because it'll make you sick.
It would make you very
I
sick.
mean, I played the entirety of Half-Life Alyx, of course, in VR, and you do get over the VR feeling after 2 or 3 hours, but man, running around buildings and like scaling shit and twisting and turning, man, I don't know.
Twirling and twirling towards freedom.
I don't think there's a market for people that can seriously stomach that on a mass audience. I really don't.
So
I'd
we
love
got-
to see it though.
We got 20 seconds, guys. EA.
It's in the game.
The loot box extravaganza begins in 10 seconds. Andy Wilson's. Oh, I wonder if we'll see him come out.
Of course.
Good old Andy, our mates.
Got a lot of positive feedback.
That's right.
A lot of negative feedback. Everyone hates us.
Is this
Here we go.
for the player? Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's do it. It's loud. It's loud on their end because our TV is turned down, so their end should be fine. Let us know if the volume isn't up, guys.
Hello and welcome
Here
to
he
everyone.
is.
Handsome Jack.
EA Play 2020.
So handsome, Jack.
We're happy that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you, including creative, innovative, and really fun new games, and a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year. From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, Billions of
So
you
weird
are
listening
using
to him
games
say
to come
words.
together
Do you
to
reckon?
play
It's just-
and do amazing
waiting for him
things
to
for
shake
each
It's
other.
weirdly robotic.
You've shown why this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet.
People are saying turn it up.
This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world. Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive
Turn it up to
real
the max now, guys.
and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment.
There we go.
We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play.
Do you reckon they'll ban loot boxes after this speech?
Bring greater
Absolutely not.
diversity
I don't think so.
into our company, and we are committed to doing that work. Today, we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better, they can teach us, they can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts
also
believe in
here.
that, and it's why we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences for all of you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
All right, turn it up to the absolute maximum, guys.
Wow,
Let's see.
that
That's as loud as it
extremely
gets.
robotic.
It's loud as on everything. It's
What's
dialed
up,
up.
everybody? I'm Greg
Hey, there's
Miller,
Greg.
and welcome to EA Play. We had an incredible show in LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in on an X-Wing. I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because
Edgy.
of circumstances beyond
Edgy. I
our
like
control,
Greg. This
we
is
had to
his
come
humor.
up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Jane? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year, plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam.
Purchase
Throughout the
necessary.
show,
Play
keep
along
an
for a free
eye
case to
out
win.
for
Well,
discreetly
you've won
placed
3
code
games. No
letters.
purchase. You don't need to tell us that.
Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere. Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking.
We can
Let's
now.
see some games. Up first, we're headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
All right, okay. Here we go.
Okay.
First thing.
Cool, I guess.
Anyone want to take me out?
The champion of battle royales. It is a great game.
I haven't played it now for a while.
I played it for a while, but I loved it when I played it. It was a great game. Season 5.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming off its most successful, most epic season yet, and we're just getting started. Season 4 saw more of you jumping into the fight than ever before, and you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a season ever.
Took out an enemy. Hold on to your holograms.
We hope you've been enjoying Season 5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba, a
her name
major
Loba?
map change to Kings Canyon,
Loba?
rest in peace, Skulltown, an all-new ranked series, and a ton of quality of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures. Take a look.
Little Titanfalls in the background just to tease us.
I can't believe how much this is actually like really competed.
I'm not surprised. It's
I'm
fantastic.
like, there's so many other battle royales that come around and they just can't.
Yeah, but this is
Radical likes.
Adventurers,
radical likes.
raiders, explorers. They risk everything in search of fame, fortune, and answers. Few find what they're looking for. But if they survive,
Are they new?
they might walk away with
I
lost
have not been
treasure.
I'm not close
I'll
enough.
high five you all when
These could all be new characters. I know that dude. He's not new. Boom! Yeah, that's it.
My synapses are firing again. Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Guns? Who needs guns? I don't need guns.
I know what I'm looking for. I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
Okay, well, there's more
shooting
more
and
stuff coming.
That's good.
Apex Legends.
I wonder if Thingy's going to do an actual presentation.
Who?
Handsome Jack. I wonder if he's actually going to... Oh, he's
No,
just
I think
gonna
that
be
was his
opening.
bit.
No, he usually does a good talk in the future, though.
Yeah, I guess so. He does talk about like,
Is this good for the player?
We're investing in streaming technology, so you'll never own your games
As
ever
you
again.
just saw, the Lost Treasures collection event brings with it
Sam's
a
like,
ton
I
of
like
great
streaming.
content,
Tell me more
including
about it.
the
Tell me more
Legendary
about
mode,
streaming.
Armed and Dangerous Evolved. It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map. Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon. You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle. Lost Treasures also introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room, which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items,
I guess they're the new skins.
and the introduction of your boy Mirage's heirloom, which is fittingly a trophy of himself.
Excited to see you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd.
We can't turn the volume
That's
up
not all
anymore. It's
Apex
literally on the
fans.
max
battle
on
is expanding.
YouTube and on OBS.
That's right.
And on
This fall,
everything.
we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam.
Actually, you know what?
And I know you're hoping, wondering, praying. So before you ask,
I think
yeah,
I know why.
crossplay is coming to Apex this fall. It's been one of the biggest requests we get, and we're thrilled to finally deliver it to our fans.
Now we're doing it.
What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it
better?
official.
It's definitely
No, a little bit higher than that.
We're
Oh,
huge
shit!
fans of Nintendo here at Respawn.
Oh.
And we're incredibly excited to be
Oh.
bringing Apex Legends to the Switch this
Holy
fall.
shit, that's huge!
That's
We're gonna share more
massive.
details in the
That's
months ahead.
massive.
This is Sam.
So that means you'll be able to squad up no matter where you and your friends
And it's
prefer to
crossplay.
play. Xbox,
Oh!
PlayStation, Switch, or on the PC via Origin and
Wow.
Steam. We're throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide between the platforms. On behalf of the entire Apex
That's
team,
really
we want
cool.
to thank our incredible community. Your passion for the game is truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't forget, check out Lost Treasures on June 23rd.
Woo! Oh man, that was amazing.
So yeah, we found more ways to turn it up. We forgot there was one other way. So
Man, that's sick though. I want to see some actual graphics of Switch.
I reckon it's gonna look ass. It's gotta look ass.
Yeah, they purposely didn't show it, I think.
Sul, everyone.
Oh, Sims.
One thing I admire about Apex
No,
Legends is its commitment to having such a
Sims.
diverse
Turn
range.
this
Still
shit down
alive.
and discuss it.
At The Sims, we've always believed representation and
You wanna
diversity
watch
in games
Sims?
is critically
No?
important. Perhaps
Is this
now
good for
more
the
than
player?
ever. It's difficult to put into
Okay,
words
so everyone's. I
just
think
how
is
meaningful
the
it can
volume
be
now
to
okay?
see
We
yourself
normalized
reflected
it.
in the
Let us
games
know
you
if
play.
it is
So,
fixed
here
or
to
not.
tell you in their own words
Volume is good.
are a few members of our Sims community.
Okay, let's see.
I'm just not into Sims.
It's a very interesting thing to explain.
Okay.
It feels
I think people are saying
empowering,
it's
actually, and very
loud.
moving.
No, it's
it
probably- I
really
think there's
taught
people
me a
reacting to
lot.
the
The
Switch
importance
news.
of just like keeping
That's too
relationships
loud.
good with people.
It's probably like
Turn
the
it
only
back
place
up.
where I
It
was
is up.
open.
That's fine.
They get to see my
Oh wait,
personality
no, you turn it down
first
to what it was before.
before
No, because it was
seeing
peaking.
my
It was like
disability,
going
I
into
guess
the
you
red
could
territory
say.
then.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth.
First realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin, you know, who I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
No matter where I was or what I was going through, I had my safe place. This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
Anyway,
It's almost
Switch
like I was
is good.
peeking into the future.
Sam
I didn't
loves
know it at
Switch,
the
so that's
time,
good
but
news.
it gave
I
me
will
hope.
play more
It
Apex
gave me a
Legends now
sense of
because it's
hope
on the Switch.
that
I really will.
I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
I play to build me.
I play to express myself.
I play to make a difference.
I play to feel good about myself.
I play to have confidence.
To have me time.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a game. It's creating your life.
Is this an ad for the
I don't know.
Is this an ad for the Sims? Wow, that's an ad for the Sims.
Yeah. Delegrace is sitting there going, give me more content!
As you just saw, there are so many reasons why I am proud to be part of the Sims global community. We want the Sims to be a place of unity and hope, a place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world, a place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you for everything you've done to make your communities, virtual and real, a better place. Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you. We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam today. Take a look.
Sims is on Steam. Okay, that's cool.
Wasn't it always?
I'm assuming not. I guess you just said that, so it must be. Maybe EA has just put everything on Steam for the last like 2 weeks. They're just like, Origin has failed. Let's just get it on Steam. You win, Gaben. You win. So there you go, people. Gamers, finally you get to enjoy the Sims on Steam. Gamers rise up. All the Epic people are like, why wasn't it an Epic exclusive, man? I'm so pissed off. Yeah. All the Steam people are like, you should have that as an Epic exclusive. You can have that one as Epic exclusive.
What happened to Life 2 or that other one that was a bit like Sims? Remember that? Second Life or something?
Yeah, Second Life. I'm not sure if it still exists.
Is that a
but
thing still?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Is that allowed? Is that? Oh, they've got the rights to Star Wars, so I guess they can do that. They can get away with it. So
cool, I guess. You know, not my thing
there you
at
go.
all.
Enjoy, people. Sims on the Steam.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team, and joining me today from our community team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're here to tell you that it's not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and Dead Space 3, are all playable right this second.
And when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall, you can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can also expect to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the first arrived just a short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
Haven't played it, but heard very good things.
Is it out, or has it just been
It's
reviewed
out.
really well?
No, it's out.
It's out,
It's
right?
out. It's been out for like at least a week.
Then I was wondering, why would they be showing it now then?
I guess just to get the word
Yeah.
out. It's like they got lots of eyeballs on this, so makes sense.
4K, baby.
Great song. Great song.
Probably going to be demonetized. Lol.
Nah, this is it.
is
See,
same
this
stuff?
is it, yeah. They actually released the source code of the game as well.
Really?
Yep, they did. They did.
What, for modders just to muck around with?
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
It is very cool.
Commander.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
You can expect 7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months, including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year.
Oh, Apex Legends on
And we're bringing
Steam.
crossplay to
No,
many of your favorite games too.
Switch, it says.
Oh, sorry, I
Starting
thought that
with
was
Need for
Switch,
Speed Heat,
right, okay.
And continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who you want. It's about playing together.
Absolutely. Now, let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Where was that? Where was that line like
Quick
3 years
reminder
ago
to
when
keep
they
an eye
launched
out for
Origin?
those special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere, so keep your eyes open. Write the letters down as they appear, and once you've got the full code, you'll be able to enter for a chance to win one
so
of more
EA, I've
than
seen
a
that
dozen
already.
great games on Steam.
Have you seen
So
that?
stay tuned
E was under the
to find
cup.
out
I
where
didn't
to
see
enter
that.
the code
Oh, is that where it
and
was?
share.
E was under the
Right,
cup.
Now, if
Eh?
you follow my content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more than
gonna
buffalo
be EA
wings and
Play,
discovering
like, it's gonna be
inventive
that.
new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Haze Light and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA Originals.
Oh, we're gonna see Joseph here. Come on, give us some magic, Joseph. Let's go.
No, they like not let him on camera.
There he is.
There he is.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a game, but it can be really hard to do it on your own.
We wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas.
There are times where you've got to like break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game.
Yeah.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
We can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Let's find that magic.
It's a really good movement that EA is doing.
It's smart to play in this space.
Really good.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. They have a lot of money and they should spend it making some good games.
Yeah.
Essentially is how it breaks down. Helping smaller devs get their start.
And
Appreciate
now
that.
for a deeper dive into what these developers are working on, we
There's a
turn our
P.
spotlight
It's
on
EA
three
Play, baby.
studios.
There's the P.
Up first is Haze Light and their mild-mannered, quiet leader, Joseph Ferris.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Please welcome.
Yes.
They're like, let's do it.
Passionate people, there are crazy people, and there's me.
Oh, he did mocap for
I
that.
didn't know that, yeah.
Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay.
Having a mild heart attack there.
Oh, God.
No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man. I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there. We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know.
What a mad lad.
Basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 feature movies and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you. In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The
Last of Us.
designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games. That's why I found pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Haze Light is all about. And action. The new game, It Takes Two, is a co-op action-adventure platformer that will blow your f***ing mind away. The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive, and you actually controls both Cody and May. And you could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions. There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride that doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space, and when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe it.
Leaked ending. I want to see
Alright, we got no idea what that game is. Absolutely no clue.
Oh no, it's gonna be cool.
That was the best way to describe it. All right, Joseph, we
No, it
love you
wasn't.
so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. F the Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this originals train rolling, and let's stay in Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from Zoink Games.
Zoink. I don't know what they've made before. Did they do Fi or Fee or whatever, or Unraveled?
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better, and I think my friend Olav would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker.
It is.
Something out
There's
of
a Viking dude right there, man.
It started with a mood and some paintings, grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream. And that's the world of Random.
Lost and Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper. After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of Random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the kingdom of Random. Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life.
It's like
where you live.
It just feels like it's very early to talk about these games and just show some concept art.
It doesn't even look like concept. It's like
it looks like rough sketches.
They've just thrown something down with a crayon right now.
It's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just
I feel like they do this to fatten out the show.
Yeah,
you know, I really feel like I'm happy to see what this is, but let us crystallize what this is.
Imagine
in
if you
gameplay
could
or
change the
cinematic
course of life
first.
with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
I'm genuinely interested to see these games. I really am. But at the same time, I want to actually see them, not just have some dudes talk about them.
Totally, because I feel like these games are always the ones that push, because they've got a bit more like, you know, they can take a bit more risk.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. For sure.
So that was nothing. Like, oh, okay. Is this the actual trailer? Maybe we're seeing the trailer now.
Maybe. Fingers
World
crossed.
premiere.
The world of Random.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Bends with the roll of one dice. A dice that is ruled
Okay.
this kingdom
Looks quite nice. Looks very
for generations.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Transforming the fates of people just like you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything?
Dice Studio?
Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break the curse of Random.
You're a dice. Dice.
Okay, now we're seeing the actual game.
Yeah, not bad.
Cool. I like the art design.
Very Nightmare
It looks
Before
very Tim Burton, yeah.
Without the shower.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us. Right?
I like the look of that. That looks nice.
What's his catchphrase? Time to die.
Really cool.
With another A.
All right,
Okay, it's EA Play.
I'll give you that one, Sam.
I feel like
I'll give you that one. You made one good joke this year, Sam. That was it. That was it.
But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I am incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena.
Okay.
As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game.
This Rocket League, but
only
but
shooter
Fortnite.
that allows players to get into the action quickly
Can
and
we
stay
see
in
a
the
little
fight.
trailer for this?
We
No,
wanted
that was
Rocket
that
Arena
other
to be an
that was that other Destruction
competitive
Derby game.
experience to play with friends.
Was it?
I think you're gonna love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena. Enjoy.
Rockets away.
I feel like we've seen this.
Have we?
Or
if we have, I don't remember it.
what? Didn't say world premiere before it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think there's something that I don't know.
Have you ever wondered why life is so good on Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches,
Okay.
quality public transportation,
That game on Dreamcast, Emerald Fight or
and
something.
exotic destinations.
Remember that?
Another victory.
Emerald.
The people are courteous and friendly.
Power Stone?
Power Stone. Power Stone. That's right.
Always happy to help their fellow citizens. Are you leaving already? But the real reason
Following in
life
its
is
footsteps
so
like a
good?
small arena to battle in?
We've got rockets.
I don't quite know what this is yet. Is this like a hero brawler? MOBA?
Again, okay, 3v3,
third person brawler, it looks like.
Look, that could be cool.
Could be fun.
It looks nice.
Yeah. It looks polished and got some like distinctive art style. Signature abilities.
It looks like a Switch game. Come on
Sam's
now.
just waiting for the Switch port.
I'm here to rock it.
I'm having a blast.
Looks like a pretty decent roster as well in terms of like quite a few characters. Rocket Arena, Steam, Xbox One, PS4.
So as you just saw,
Rip.
rockets
What?
are
No
obviously
Steam.
awesome to blast.
No,
off.
no Switch.
No Steam, guys.
But
Nice.
in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master.
Look, it looks cool. Looks like Kids Quake.
You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities
Does
to
look like
blast
Kids Quake.
opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray. You'll also be able to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles. Plus, every character has 100 levels of progression that unlock new cosmetics and rewards. All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th.
July 14th is soon.
That's
And
pretty
there's
soon.
plenty more content to come in our first
Less than a
season,
month.
which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton
we'll
of free
check that out.
content.
Blast Pass,
including
guys.
New maps,
There you go.
in-game events,
Totally
and
not
new
a,
playable
it's not
EA
character.
at all.
Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled
crossplay.
to announce cross-play support.
It's such a
Crossplay
thing
standard now,
I
it
feel like
seems.
it's very standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It only
grab your
took, you know,
friends,
15
regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube
pretty
at the
cool.
link below.
Look, I don't think that looks
See you in the
terrible. I
arena.
think that looks like it could be fun. Do you know what I mean? I know everyone's like,
And
Battle
hopefully you've all
Royale,
been
MOBA,
keeping track
brawler
of the
things.
golden letters
I don't
hidden
mind.
throughout
I
the
think
Those
it's
are
okay.
right. It's
and
EA
nearly
Play.
cracked the code.
And there's gonna
Here's
be
a
an L.
hint. It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll reveal where you need to go to enter the code and a chance to win some great games on Steam. Now, from the future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally
League.
time to
That's
talk
epic.
Star
That's epic,
Wars
right? Yeah.
Squadrons. Now, okay, I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA
Don't
and
play the trailer
Lucasfilm
again.
dropped a trailer that literally
Don't play it
gave me
again.
all the
If it
feels,
does, I've already
chills,
seen it.
joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a look.
No.
Let's brought this
I know
down.
they're doing a little super cut. Okay. Oh, this music's definitely getting us demonetized. Let's make some noise over the top of it. They can't hear it. Thank you very much.
Even the audience, just
That's
clap.
right.
You never know.
Everyone at home, make sure you clap. Clap out the demonetization. That's it.
dear.
Nah, there's nothing we can do about it. They're gonna get us. Don't worry. Damn you, Kathleen Kennedy, for some reason.
Makes history.
5 pilots.
One.
Haven't you seen this?
No, I haven't seen like the aliens.
Yeah.
in attack positions.
I really hope this is good. Based on just... I just think it will be.
Based on the flying mechanics.
Based on hype culture. I'm pretty sure it will be.
Based on the flying mechanics everyone loves.
EA's never let me down before, guys.
Look, 60% of these games are just like how it feels.
Wow.
It really is.
The 8-year-old in all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And here, to put the hype in hyperdrive, is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Fraser. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
The chat is clapping.
Now,
Thank you, chat.
Thanks
for coming through. We
notes I have
appreciate
on
it.
you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long
The chat has
time.
got
How
the
long
clap.
have you
We
liked
appreciate
Star
it.
Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
That's pretty good.
We're showing them right now.
If he was like a kid when he did that, that's impressive.
Beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
I think at Motive you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow, that's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage, to actually making this game?
Well, I think that fandom just
They went to
love of
university
Star
and then they
Wars
got a
is
job
a
there and now they're making the game. Okay, let's see some gameplay. Thank you very much.
Coding, man.
Really?
I just hate this stuff. Just show us the game, man.
It's all fluff. Battlefront 2 wrapped up.
It's just
there was
padding.
a really small group of us that
100%.
were really into, particularly the pilot experience within Star Wars, and we wanted to make something new.
Gameplay
something that
illustration.
really
Oh, thank you,
went
because we
all
didn't,
the
like, we
way
didn't
part
know
of
that.
the fantasy. And so
Well,
we
they have asteroids. They have asteroids in Star Wars, guys. This is big. It's very big.
To eventually, what is the game we're going to show you today?
You talk about, you know, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. You know, we're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill, and that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines. How to shift your
This
shields from the
is
front to
set
back,
straight
cover
after
your butt
Jedi,
with
so...
dogfire. Or at the higher levels of skill, you can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
Do your research, Greg.
Do
your research.
Single player story takes place a little bit
Seriously,
after Return
this
of the
is
Jedi,
annoying.
and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives, mission to mission, over the course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support cross-play. You can be on PS4,
that's right.
Xbox
They did
One,
say that.
PC.
That's right.
You can be playing on
Do your
traditional
research, Sam.
No, I need to do
or
my
in
research.
VR,
Right.
which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end, which is pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
That's good.
You just Death Starred my mind, man. Like, I don't... That's awesome.
Please.
That is... the big question, when can people actually play it?
Force choke.
Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have, on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason.
Yes.
Can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay?
This guy will be like, no.
Absolutely.
No, you
I
can't.
kinda
Thanks,
figured you
guys.
might
See you
want
soon.
to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons. Enjoy.
World premiere.
All right, let's go, baby. Please be good.
November is out, right?
Actually, no, October 2nd, I believe.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on, come on!
I'm trying to see ray tracing or shit.
You'll begin your career in a single-player story.
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
Where you'll play as 2
I wonder which
combat
engine
pilots.
this is. It doesn't look
Flying
really
for both the
high. It doesn't look
Empire and the New
incredibly
Republic.
new, right?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the old
Doesn't look
one.
like Frostbite.
You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting,
It looks
and
nice.
shooting.
Yeah, sure.
It just
With a
isn't
squadron of diverse
blowing me
characters at
away
your
in terms
side.
of the.
Prove your skills
Could be the
on
strain. Could be the
increasingly
strain.
challenging missions.
I wonder if the whole thing is first person only.
Welcome
I
to the
hope
Madeira
not.
Dockyard.
I don't like playing like that.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a single.
Let him have it.
I haven't seen any third person perspective yet, and they did make a big deal of the cockpit
To
being
take the
important
fight
to see
online,
things.
you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your
I love how they
opponent's
have like
starfighters.
The Naruto runs. Yeah.
And stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy
I
fighters.
hope there is some.
It doesn't look like this third person.
That's a real
Bombers are the
shame.
heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot.
No, but
and
this is all
starfighters.
free.
Yeah, I know.
Every
Yeah.
customization option in this game is free,
Which
which is
cool.
just good, man. It is. There's no microtransactions at all.
Components that alter how your ships
There may be
fly,
some DLC stuff,
fight,
but that's
and
warranted in
survive.
short
If
payment.
if they make stuff on you, charges for it, fair enough.
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change
That's
your
cool.
load
That is
to
cool.
That's
optimize
cool.
your squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadrons multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights.
That's pretty
This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's first person only.
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got
Looks
him
really
for you.
nice.
Yeah,
Meet your
some of the
team in
environments
the
look
social
fantastic.
hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff.
I mean, I do understand the idea that you know, they've obviously put a
First,
lot
push the
into
front
cockpit,
line by
but
winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
It's gonna be pretty sick.
This looks
It's
cool,
your
man.
squadron's
It does,
choice of
but,
how to play. Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
Or brutal bombardment.
That is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
There's gravity in space, don't you know, Sam? Gravity in space, very important.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now.
Let's make this count.
That looks sick.
It does look pretty cool.
Come on, man. That looks alright.
This is Star Wars
Look,
Squadrons.
very cool. I think that looks great. I'm very excited for that.
I hope there is something that gives you the options.
I just think they would have shown it. If there was third-person option, I think they would have shown it.
It does make for a better cinematic trailer gameplay experience if you're showing the cockpit. Yeah, I wouldn't put my money on it.
I will play that video game, and I think I will probably enjoy it. If that is indicative of what I'm going to experience, I will probably have some fun with that video
looks
game.
Great.
So I would say keep going, Motive. You're doing the thing.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family.
Oh no, EA Sports. Oh no.
This is going to take a good 15 minutes.
They said it was a 45-minute show.
This is EA Sports, next level.
Okay, cool. We're 45 minutes in now, so hopefully it's only like 1 minute of sports stuff and we're done.
Sports.
You feel that burst of speed?
Anyway, I thought that was cool, that gameplay showcase. I was very impressed.
We can turn this down, really. I'm going to have a quick chat.
I mean, I know some people are watching.
Who wants to watch FIFA, everybody?
It's like 5 people. No.
It's my one true love. Makes me feel like somebody. I never thought I could rise to another way.
It's just me and the keeper.
More sweat. It's like the thing that they're showing out in sports games. Sweat.
Sweaty balls.
Score that goal, and you're a hero.
Why are they showing this weird statue of Zeus or whatever?
You know what? It sounds like 60,000 people
singing your song.
I can't live without that feeling.
Timmy Bones. I feel football in my heart.
Oh, it's everything all roll into one.
Phew! They know, they get it, they understand.
Good.
EA finally got the message.
Face my fears.
You live to fight again.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights. I want to feel it all. EA Sports.
To the game. Cool.
There you go, they
There's gonna
wrapped
be
it all
some
into
big
one.
reveal at the end now.
They're Dragon Age. This is Dragon Age, baby. It's gotta
That's
be.
a lot to look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Oh
Thanks,
no,
Greg.
this sounds like
And
generic
thanks, Lamar.
EA fluff
We're
stuff
excited
for
for
their
the future.
Family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you, and that's just the beginning. As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you more of the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on.
Oh, okay. What's this?
Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the
It's
boundaries
shown
of
in the
gaming
engine.
as we know it today. And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, This team
pretty
hand
nice looking
curates
car,
the
eh?
moment-to-moment experience.
Cars are easy though now in games.
And with the
Yeah,
new
easy.
console
No,
player,
Some guy who went to
compared to-
university for 10 years and slays 15
Gran
hours a day.
Turismo compared to it's easier to make these cars look real now compared to other games, and we know it.
Sam can't even make a thumbnail, and there's like these artists are making these cars. He's like, oh, cars are easy though.
Your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation. We are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands.
What game is
And
this?
it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen technology.
Big gun person.
This is just the beginning of the things we are working on.
That's Motive.
And there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback and let's build the future together.
I really wanted to say, please keep
On
giving
behalf
us
of
your
all of our
money.
studios, thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off, there's just one more game we would love to share.
Dragon Age, baby.
Cousin Darren, over to you.
It is not Fight Night.
Thank you. So the moment is here. We finally get to say,
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening.
Oh my God! No way!
That is crazy!
That's mad! How good's that?
Wow!
We've been waiting years, honestly, to make the right game at the right time.
Please don't be a mobile game.
And
Please. No, shut up, Sam. Shut up. It's not a mobile game.
The flick of the thing.
Oh my God.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
In the comments.
It's amazing. We cannot believe you commented this into existence. Amazing.
You commented this into existence.
Thank you so much.
How good is that? That's great. Well done, EA.
That's
Good
huge.
move. Finally, they
Back
listened.
skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me. I can't believe that I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA
It's like
and enter
cat.
for a chance
Way
to
to go,
win
Ralph.
one of thousands of free games
Like, it's just make it a little more difficult that people have to go back and decipher it.
player.gg/EA.
You
Now,
know, but
this has
anyway.
been an amazing
Oh,
experience.
I'm bummed about
amazing
no Dragon
opportunity
Age.
for all of us,
Bummed
all
about
over the
no
world, to
Final
come together and
But like
Thank
skate,
you
man, that's
for being part of EA
crazy.
Play. Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
My pleasure to serve you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
There we
Okay,
go.
this is the wrap up.
This is
Cool.
the wrap
Let's
up
just turn this
reel.
down a bit. Now,
So,
I can't
that
think of
was
a worse
the show.
year. I can't think of a worse year to announce skate though. Let's be real.
Why?
Number one, we've got Skateboarding XL.
Skate
we've
XL.
got huge hype now around Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2
Sure.
remaster. Out of all the years,
It's the perfect time because then you've got all
then
this
you've got
interest.
three major titles all coming out competing for the same market. I mean, you could have either done it the year before or the year after, and you would have got a bit more space to
No,
hype
but it's
it
not
up.
going to come out this year. Like, they've just announced that it exists. They've still got a long way to go before it actually comes out. So,
I just think there's ways to look. I'm glad that it's announced. I'm just saying. I just wish there wasn't so much. There's not a lot of room for skate games, in my opinion. You've really got to like have
I
a bit
think
of
Skate
space.
will be just fine when it comes to finding an audience. That's my personal take.
I'm sure it'll be just fine, but anyway.
So, guys, that's the show. What are your high-level thoughts, Sam? Did EA do the good or did they do the bad?
I don't think it was a bad show. I think it was a perfectly cromulent show.
Perfectly cromulent.
I thought we saw some games. It wasn't a huge lineup.
Sure.
But it wasn't, it wasn't Microsoft or some shit where they just showed a bunch of just like, oh, this may drop in the future, or this may be gameplay.
Sure.
We saw some actual gameplay. We saw some cool titles. I'm trying to think. We didn't see anything really for Battlefield. We didn't see anything for Anthem. We didn't see anything for
Dragon Age.
We didn't see anything for something else. I don't know, but Yeah, apart from that, we've seen some cool titles.
Yeah, this very much felt like a transitional year for EA. You know, like they're transitioning to next gen. They're transitioning to the next sort of like
Engine, it looked like too.
Say again?
Engine too.
Yeah, Engine. They're transitioning to the next iterations of their biggest franchises. This just seems like a bit of a holding pattern. Look, I really like the fact that they showcase some of those smaller games from like Hazelight and Zoink or whatever it is. I'm really interested to see what those games eventually become, but they didn't really show much of Joseph Fares' game at all. Like, no gameplay. We have no idea what that is. And then the other one that looked kind of like Tim Burton, Alice in Wonderland, whatever it was called, the Dice one. That looked nice and stuff.
That looked pretty cool.
Look, you know, at the same time, you know, we got Sims on, we got a whole bunch of Steam games announced, fine. There was already, Apex Season 5 was already out, and this is just sort of some more information on it. There was that Rocket League game that wasn't called Rocket League. It was called like Rocket Arena or something. I actually already forget the name of it.
It looked pretty cool.
I thought that looked pretty good personally. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'm down for
definitely
this.
a market for those types of quick. I'm sure they're like quick rounds. You know, you jump in, jump out. It's probably going to be pretty simple to pick up. I think that could be cool if it lands well.
It does feel like Baby's first Baby's first hero brawler. You know, like Baby Overwatch. And I think that could be successful. I'm gonna guess it's free to play. You know, good luck to them. I say it looks very polished. It doesn't look half-assed. It comes out next month, so we can see for ourselves. I'd say that's cool. The Star Wars Squadrons gameplay I thought was very impressive.
Yes.
I'm genuinely interested to know what engine they're using, because I don't think that's Frostbite. I don't think they've just dragged and dropped.
It makes sense to be Frostbite though, because otherwise it just makes
it just looks so different though. Like it just, I could be wrong about this. Maybe it's the stream quality. Maybe whatever. Maybe my recollection's incorrect. But it just looks like they're using a different engine for this. That's my vibe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We did remark that it looked a little bit dated slightly, right?
It does not pop the same way that Star Wars Battlefront 2 pops.
Maybe we've just moved on slightly because that came out in 2017.
But that
3
still
years
looks
later.
incredible.
Sure, but what I'm saying is maybe we've just seen new games come out and now we've just looked back at a game. I think they are using the same engine. It makes sense only because if they are trying to port so many assets over, which we're assuming they are because it just makes sense, then naturally they do need to stay on the Frostbite engine. But who knows? Who knows, you know?
And I guess on top of that, then we had the reveal of Skate, which was a beautiful way to round things out. After the guy says, I can't believe you commented this into existence.
Yes.
That's true. Literally, people have just been pleading for this game to exist forever.
Yeah.
So we're getting a new Skate game. That's great. No idea when that'll be. It's not going to be anytime soon, but it's good to know they're working on it. It's good to know that EA's finally got the message. Not sure if I've missed any other major reveals or announcements, but look, overall, it's not a great show. Like, let's be real. This wasn't like a knockout, like, oh my god, EA totally nailed that. It was amazing. As I said, I feel like it was a transitional year, and you know they're moving to next gen. They're moving to the next iteration of their big franchises. We didn't hear anything about Dragon Age and Battlefield and some other game that I probably forget now.
But look,
the big hitters, we didn't hear about those.
Yeah, I think that although again I don't think this was a bad show. If I was to critique it, I would say that this was a great opportunity to set them up to actually show what to expect on the next gen. Actual games that they're looking to bring out and say these are going to be on PS5, these are going to be on Xbox Series One X.
You know, I don't want them to do that though if they're not like ready to be shown. You know
No,
what I mean?
well,
I don't want them to
I'm
say,
sure there's
"Hey,
something
here's a logo." Of course, but we don't need to see a logo for the next Battlefield.
But I mean,
You know what
every other person now that I think has done E3 this week or two, like they've shown things that are going to be like the PC Game Show and the Future Show. Plenty of titles that were like saying current gen or next gen. Like there was a peek at the future.
Sure.
Where this was just a lot of corporate talk about the future, but we didn't see actual things that they were planning for the future. You know, so that would have been kind of cool. But apart from that,
apparently there was some tiny Dragon Age teaser that we missed. Oh fuck! No way. That's so annoying.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that's
Really?
what the chat's saying. They're saying that there was some tiny Dragon Age teaser. Fuck, that's annoying. Okay, they showed images of Dragon Age.
That could have been just them showing the past.
Maybe that was in that future bit. Maybe we were just like,
Missed
I don't know
the
if that was at the
Dragon
end.
Age
I was in the future of EA section. Okay, well, okay, fair enough. If we saw some,
you mean just then?
No. In that future of EA section where that lady was talking, or whatever, we missed. Apparently, there were screenshots of Dragon Age. So anyway, look, we apologize. We missed that. We were just trying to take things in and process it as we go. We'll go back and check those out as well. But anyway, look, the point is, I didn't want to see some screenshots of Dragon Age or like just teaser stuff. I want to see actual like show me some trailer, man. Like, show me what's going on, you know? Again, at the same time, don't rush it. Like, take your time, make sure it's right. I never want them to put anything out there that's not ready. I was just hoping that we would see something because they've been working on it for a while now. And
I think they're saying that while we went to the second window, at the end, when they were showing...
No, when they were showing the future of EA section. That's what they're saying. Anyway, the point is, we'll go back and check that. If it's a few screenshots, though, it doesn't really change a lot of
We'll
what
make
we
an
were
entire 1001 out of it.
yeah.
We can do it.
We'll find a way.
Don't worry.
So, anyway...
Look, all in all, good, decent show.
I wouldn't say. I think it was meh. I think
there
it was
were
meh.
some good moments. We saw Squadrons. We saw Skate. We saw, you know, what's his Way Out dude. Like,
Sure.
like we didn't see his game, but like there was a plethora of like different things they were trying to show. I think it's fine. But anyway.
Yeah, look, as I said, I don't think they did a bad job because it's a transition year. I'm okay with that. But at the same time, I don't walk away from this show thinking, well done, EA. It was just kind of like, yeah, cool. There was a show. It happened. I'm excited for some of the titles, particularly the Star Wars game and also the skate game. And the Rocket game, maybe. It could be fun.
That's right. Last thing, actually, there was also like someone that came out saying like a teaser of Mass Effect Remaster or something. Remember on Twitter you saw that?
Yeah, that has been heavily teased for a long time now that there is a Mass Effect remaster on the way. Has never materialized, but yes. So anyway, so look, guys, we've got a whole bunch of super chats. We're going to read through some of them now before we finish up the stream.
Yes.
We want to thank you very much for those. Vita says, you'd have to be a real simp to donate money when you're not even live. That was $5 he donated.
Oh, he wasn't. We weren't even
live then. So
what a mad joke. Thank you.
Laymen live from Alexi. Thank you very much. Monster Kyle. I always assume it's Sam as to why they're late. So these are all the pre-live ones.
Not always true.
And hey, did you know Cyberpunk got delayed? Yes, we covered that at the start of the show. Thanks very much, Walter. I need this playlist, Thick Boy. I'm not sure. That's maybe the EA.
The music behind.
The music behind. Yeah. Sean D says, EA better know Seal Sports games. The pandering to Disney on that one franchise is not challenging their billions a year profits from getting kids to gamble on their ultimate team. EA bad.
EA
still bad.
Yep, sure.
Alexi,
I was going to say that I'm glad we saw so little gameplay or hype around the sports.
It was
section.
a nice touch for them to not do that.
Yeah,
No Command & Conquer mobile tournament, which is probably the lowest moment I've experienced in an E3 ever. We've got Alexi who says, shout out to Jake Baldino, the man, the myth, the legend. Tony M became a member. Thank you, Tony. Sam says, keep being honest and authentic, unlike IGN, Metacritic, and all the other reviewers that bent the knee to Neil.
And Naughty Dog.
Neil Cuckman and Naughty Dog. I mean, no, people just don't get tired of calling him Neil Cuckman.
Nah.
I mean, that's everyone loves that joke. The Sing Forever says, well, that means Sam won't be invited then. Not sure what that means, but okay.
The Cyberpunk thing.
Okay. All right. Philippe, what makes a good, Sam?
What makes a
What
good?
makes a good?
That is an interesting
We
question.
had Josh Archer and Deborah become members. Thank you very much. RH, 5 months of bug fixing and Polish.
Oh,
I
nice.
thought you were supposed to be releasing a beta and then push out the game a week later. Yeah, that's true. That's how most AAA games develop. Thankfully, CD Projekt Red, not like most game developers. So Tony M, $20. Ralph, I still have the DPS calculator. It's been dope to see you turn into a top tier reviewer. Thank you for putting the work in. Sam's cool too. You like your little get your little mention at the end there. Just a little mention thrown in.
Very end.
Cloud Striding became a member. Thank you, Cloud. Nick Long, hey lads, you in the got you in the background while working here in Melbourne. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you, Nick.
No,
Sam.
Oh, we're not going to Melbourne this year because no packs.
Sam for $5 says, hi, I'd like to order 1 soy milk latte for Neil. Okay. So we're just making fun of Neil right now. We're not.
I drink soy milk. Okay, so you leave soy milk out of this.
That's right, exactly. Tess for 5. Hey lads, enjoyed your video covering paid reviews. Ralph, you made some great points. I hope the myth of paid reviews starts to go.
I love that. Ralph, you made some interesting.
That's right.
Just Ralph.
Correct.
I feel like I made some damn good points too, baby.
Grant Rudy, shout out to my favorite entitled white males.
Exactly.
Sam, I've had Let It Go stuck in my head all week. Keep up the
Absolute
good
banger.
work.
What can I tell you?
Sitfult, I don't know. Hope you're over the rough week, Ralph. Always enjoy your honest reviews. Bought Deep Galactic. Following your review of that game, it actually rocks. Very nice, friend. Glad you're enjoying it. JB Behemoth, you should bring in Thick Boy for the EA Sports loot box segment. We should get Alec in for some live shows.
I think it'd be fun.
It'd be fun. Republic Commando Remaster, ask Corey.
That's a great game, but I don't know if they own the rights back then. That's like
I don't think they did.
That's
that
an earlier
wasn't
game.
an EA game. That was
No.
from someone else. Yes, I don't think it was anyway. Anthem info today. Apparently not. Sorry
Next
to disappoint you,
time,
Thomas. Incubus says, love watching you guys. Keep up the great work.
We love you too,
and, Jason, $10. Don't you find it funny they delay Cyberpunk after the whole Stadia thing about not being released in September, but towards the end of the year? I call bullshit on the reason, especially for the site down Stadia. Interesting. Didn't think about that.
I didn't think that. I don't know.
They're
if
not going
that
to
would
delay it
be.
because of Stadia. No way.
I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so.
But it's possible, though,
It is possible.
that they had a word that they knew they were going to delay it, and there was a chance they could then deliver it for Stadia at launch.
Google had a little Google word with them. They're like,
Yeah.
we kind of worth a couple of billion, do what we say.
You really want your game to show up in the search algorithm, don't you? You know,
exactly
so maybe
right.
you should rethink this. You know, but that was a good point actually. I hadn't even thought about that. So well done.
Getting a lot of.
There's a lot of super chats. We're just gonna keep going with them,
Yeah, why
guys.
not,
We're
right?
just having chats here.
We're just having chats.
And okay, we got Yosh here for $20. Thank you for bringing in Thick Boy the other day. Are you allowed to drink on YouTube live stream?
Yeah.
Maybe just your cup of coffee is an Irish coffee. A round of drinks, I may appreciate the content. Thank you very
You
much.
can
Yosh.
drink, actually. You can even smoke weed now.
On YouTube streams.
Rogan did it, yeah, of course. Remember? Elon
yeah,
Musk.
he does
If
it.
it's
He did it
legal
all
in your
the
state,
time.
you can.
Yeah, right. Well,
Cold
it's
ones, by
not-
the way, they do it.
It's not weed's not legal in Australia.
No, I mean drinking.
Oh yeah,
They-
right.
they
Sure,
drink,
sure.
yeah.
Jacelina says one of the things EA Play is known for is cringe commentary, so be
But they
prepared.
were very, very prepared
I mean,
because it wasn't live.
Greg had his moments in that show, to be fair. So, Zachariah says Joel's fate in The Last of Us 2. Okay, well, you guys will find out for yourselves what happens in The Last of Us 2 when you play it. Let's just say that.
Whiskey Omega, member, thank you.
Whiskey Omega, thank you. Opening Pluto, $5. Sam, wake up.
Wake up.
Apparently, Sam looks really like shit when we record in the mornings, and I love hearing that comment personally.
Yeah,
so
that's
thank you
nice.
very much.
Thank you, guys.
I Am Legend became a member. Dr. Eldon Tyrell Rosen gave us a love heart. Thank
Eldon
you very
Tyrell.
much.
Why do I know that name?
It's from
of course, Blade Runner.
Mr. Brisket, I have literally just watched your video regarding the new Star Wars game. Realized that EA Play was starting now. Also love your content. Keep it up. Thank you, friend.
We love you too, man.
Zach Hill, Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2 were on GameCube. That was my childhood. Love you. Yeah, those were good times.
Oh, they were great.
Dead Man Walking, $20. First time I've been able to tune into the Laymen Live. Thank you for the WA time zone. Take my Westralia dollars. Never saw the resemblance between Sam and Shilla, but seeing Thick Boy is like seeing
all
the,
melts
the
together now, doesn't
evolutionary
it?
missing link.
That's right.
He does kind of connect the two.
It
You're
does.
right. Novo Brannick says free loot boxes to all medical workers.
Yes.
That would have been pretty funny if Andy Wilson announced that. And Android Wilson, something I read in the chat. Olaf is here. He's back. Dragon Age 2 was fun to play. They needed more polish. A remaster of Mass Effect 1 and 3 and KOTOR would be really nice. Totally agree.
I mean, they would sell like hotcakes too. Like it's just
course.
it's such a simple.
Big
They will do it one day.
Grizzly, every time a mega corporation tells me about quarantine, I go out of my way. Okay, right. Fair enough. That's some angry,
Okay.
that's some angry stuff there.
Well, thank you for the donation.
Thank you very much. Jacelina, remember what I said about cringe? Luciano, only reviews I trust are from the Layman. There you go.
that's
Not
very
even
good.
from Skill Up, just from the
Skill Up
Layman.
is a paid review, guys.
We've got $50 from Egon Spengler.
Oh,
Thank you very
Egon,
much.
let's
Egon.
give him a
Super
clap.
generous. Catching the Layman live from Perth for once. All thanks to Good Guy EA. We appreciate you. It's
you,
going to be EA Games or EA Play. Amazingly awkward. I'm guessing he's guessing the code.
Redacted.
Gundam says for $10. He just says nothing. He just gave us $10.
Well, that's nice.
Thank you, Gundam.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for everything you do, says James. You're welcome. Ross says, Greg's immense power of cringe makes me want to smash my head over a blunt object and throw my money at you beautiful Aussies.
Oh,
well,
that's very nice.
please don't hurt Greg, but the money for us is nice. We appreciate
No,
that.
I
Thank
think
you
he
very
wants
much.
to hurt his own head.
Oh, right, okay. That's okay then.
That's
you know what I mean?
fine.
That's
You-
fine.
you can't do that if you want.
Chemix, I really like these online videos instead of E3. Straight to the point and no annoying fans in the crowd. Remember the Bethesda guy?
We were the annoying fans in the crowd. Oh, we were never that though.
That was
bad.
super paid. There's no paid reviews, but there's definitely paid cheering.
screamers.
There's paid screamers, okay? Thudson says crossplay is going to be a bloodbath. I reckon people who are playing on Switch have a distinct disadvantage. I will say that.
What are you talking about?
Oh man, come on.
I use them all the time. They're fine. You just have to get used to them.
Oh yeah, so someone with a keyboard and mouse going up
Oh,
against
no,
someone
I'm
with.
talking about other controls. Yeah, of course. That's different. You know,
Okay.
that's different.
Barhawk, A boys, much love from Brisbane. Thank you very much, friend. Old guy gaming. Down and out with the COVID, but happy to spend some time with the Laymen. You're down with COVID? Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. I hope
you're
you're
right, man.
recovering and all that stuff. So I hope it doesn't get too serious.
There has been a breakthrough actually, like yesterday or something. There's some sort of.
Is it the disinfectant?
No,
because it's like a cleaning.
No, of course.
It's like a cleaning.
Yes,
you know?
yes. No, but they're saying it now is going to save 1/3 of patients.
Oh, really? That's good news. That's very good news. Cool. Levi Webb, love your work, gents. Thank you very much, Levi. EA can stimulate me with vacuum power, says Ware. Okay, there you go. Okay. That's a no Mass Effect trilogy remastered. Fuck off, EA. Yep, it's disappointing. Yeah. We laughed over the BioWare Dragon Age stuff. That was our problem, says Nick Hodge. So, yeah, we missed it. So we'll go back and check it.
Then it must have been a real long.
We must have made something very. Must have made a good funny then. Will James, love you fellas. EA show is trash. There you go. Jonathan became a member. Thank you, Jonathan. We're getting to the end of them now. Nothing about Anthem, says Hector.
Yep.
Unimpressive show, as were most game shows besides Sony. They are the king this year. Very meh. 4 to 5 out of 10. Fair enough. I don't think that's an unfair score. It was a pretty meh show. I agree. Half print for $5. Articles before the show say heavily rumored Mass Effect remaster is still likely to release this fiscal. Good to see you guys as usual. That's good news. I'm being happy to see that. Rocket Arena looks like Bleeding Edge. It does actually.
Has that kind of arena fun? Yeah,
it's like a less edgy Bleeding Edge. So it's just bleeding.
You mean edge?
No, less edgy.
Oh,
so it's
sorry,
no edge. So it's just bleeding.
Terrible.
That's better than your die joke.
The die joke was damn good. Anyway, continue.
And then they showed something on, what is it?
Some games, 10 out of
10 out of 10. IGN. Lord Gaben. Thank you very much, Gaben.
Yeah,
so look,
it was a masterpiece showing.
That's it. So guys, that's I think that's it then. I think we got one more. Someone who just popped up. No, that's it for the stream then, guys. I think that's pretty much all of them, unless I've missed. Someone just donated $10, but I can't read it because it's bugged out.
It should be there now if you go all the way down.
Yeah, okay, let's have a look. Fingers crossed.
No,
here it is. Hey, Sam and Ralph, thanks for the live reaction today. What's your next review going to be about? I can't tell you what my next video is going to be about because it's secret. But let's just say that it's very exciting.
Final Fantasy Remake 2.
Let's just say it's very exciting. Guys, we want to thank you very much for being here today on the stream.
I don't know you can do that. Alright guys, well thank you so much for today.
And as I said, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. We were the Laymen.
We were, now we are.
And now we are just
the Lamon. I don't know.
Alright guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. We'll see you later. Laymen out.
Do the sign, Sam. Do the sign. That's it.